ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the posting of our nation's colors, followed by the singing of the national anthem. It is indeed my pleasure to welcome you to the 131st Commencement of Junction City High School. At this time, allow me to introduce our platform guests. Mr. Ron Walker, Superintendent of Schools. Mr. Mark Roser, President, Board of Education. Board members, Mrs. Kay Schmidt, Mr. Nathan Butler, JCA President, Mrs. Linda Brungart, Board Member, Lamont Godzi, Fort Riley Liaison to the USD 475 Board, Major Colleen Wright, Board Member Daphne Maxwell, Mr. Bob Henderson, and Mr. Russ Bolin. Please welcome these people with your applause. The class of 2006 has continued our school's proud traditions in athletics, academic achievement, artistic achievements, as well as music accomplishments. To date, this class has been awarded almost $950,000 worth of scholarships to continue their education. It's an outstanding accomplishment. It is on behalf of these outstanding young people that I ask you in making this ceremony a dignified and memorable occasion for all of us. Thank you. One of the great honors of the high school principal, especially at graduation, is to introduce the valedictorian of the graduating class. This year's valedictorian is Miss Rebecca Schmidt. Rebecca, will you come forward? Rebecca is the daughter of Larry and Kay Schmidt. She has distinguished herself over the past 4 years, becoming the top scholar in this outstanding class by maintaining a grade point average of 4.517. Let me repeat that, 4.517. That means that she has an A+ in everything. I think somewhere she might have gotten an A, and she got in trouble at home for that. A few of the many honors that have been awarded to this outstanding young woman are: she's awarded Academic All-State by the Topeka Capital Journal. She's a Governor's Scholar, a State of Kansas Scholar, a National Merit Scholar, and among other things, she has received over $30,000 worth of scholarships to attend Washburn University, where she will major in biology and chemistry. Those scholarships she's earned there are the Washburn Academic, the Chemistry Recognition, the Valedictorian, the Debate, and the Garvey Exam scholarships. I am truly proud to present the Bone Cutter Award, the Bone Cutter Scholarship Trust Award, and the Valedictorian Medal to Miss Rebecca Schmidt.
Good evening. I was asked to keep this speech interesting, witty, and applicable. I'll have to try really hard, Cassie, but I think I can handle it. I was also asked to keep it short. I think 4 minutes is okay. I'm going to start by telling you what I will not be talking about today. I'm not going to discuss your obligation to society or how you should go out there and make a difference. You probably have and will heard this many times. I am not going to discuss what you need to do for society. Instead, I'm going to encourage you to do something radical and drastic. Live life for yourself. This may sound obvious, but it is a concept that many people have yet to grasp, especially now when you're being pulled in a million different directions by your parents, your teachers, what you want, what you're supposed to do, what you think you're expected to do. Living for yourself is difficult. I know many of you experience some pressure to apply for certain colleges or look at certain career goals. But no matter how much your parents want you to be a lawyer or a doctor, yes, Mom and Dad, I'm talking to you, make your dream the deciding factor. No one is a better judge of what will make you happy than you. There is a reason the Declaration of Independence cites life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness as inalienable rights. They are the key to individual welfare. The state of being alive inherently is filled with potential and hope. Without this potential, nothing can occur. The next integral piece is the freedom to attempt to reach that potential. Finally, one must be allowed to try to reach his or her own happiness. The purpose of the first two is to enable you to reach for the last. Notice, I say reach for and an attempt to. There is no guarantee that an individual will be happy. There is merely a right to pursue it, not obtain it. Our society is becoming one where we wish to preserve self-esteem instead of promoting success. Need is favored over merit. Mercy is favored over justice. Unfortunately, this commonplace scenario is only protested when justice is denied and not when mercy is received. However, this is just as disastrous as allowing others to decide your life's path. It is not your work that has caused you to succeed, but someone else's. There are no cheat codes to life. Cliffs, Spark Notes, Pink Monkey, and only the AP English students will get this, but there is no purple pig, and they do not write guides on living. Do not allow the most important thing you have, your life, to be compromised by others. When compromise occurs, each person involved in the process loses part of their whole dream, and the result is a finished work that is fragmented and without integrity. Thus, I wish you to be successful, not in terms of money or fame, but in how much you are getting out of your own life. I would like to thank my family and my friends and teachers from Junction City High School for instilling the importance of these three concepts in my life. I especially appreciate Mrs. Lathrop for being a wonderful advisor/teacher, Mrs. Butler for introducing me to the Fountainhead and the other works of Ayn Rand. Yes, you have created a monster. Miss Mignano for getting me to like physics without the word quantum in front of it. Miss Tinckley for, if I may quote last year's valedictorian, being the best teacher I never had. And Mr. Kirtley for being the bait coach that finally stayed. I would also like to take a moment to express my gratitude towards one special teacher who has always been there for me. Whether acting as a teacher, a mentor, or a coach, he played a key part in the lives of his students, and I know that he will be missed next year. Mr. Engstrom, I would like to dedicate my speech to you. And to the class of 2006, I say neither goodbye nor good luck. Neither is necessary.
Well, I am Linda Brungard, and I am the president of the Junction City Education Association, and I have the rare privilege this year of introducing two salutatorians who will divide the annual scholarship paid for by the members of the Junction City Education Association. So for fairness' sake, I'll go in alphabetical order. So, Chris Bertucci, would you please come forward? Chris Bertucci is the son of Michael and Margie Bertucci and has been in the Geary County School District since the 5th grade. When I asked Chris how he wanted to be remembered, he said as a good soccer player. His teachers inform me that he has a wry sense of humor and is quite a fan of reading poetry aloud. Chris has received numerous awards such as Governor's Scholar and Boy State Senator, and scholarships such as the Jack Kent Cook Foundation Scholarship. He has decided to attend Rice University in Houston to major in engineering with the possible goal of working for NASA. I present Chris Bertucci with the scholarship, the salutatorian medal, and much congratulations.
Hello, good evening everyone. I'd like to thank you all for coming out to celebrate this important step in our lives. None of us would have made it this far had it not been for the sacrifices you all have made and the help and advice you have given us. Teachers, I'd like to thank you for the late night grading marathons, the bogus extra credit just to help our grades out, for being so enthusiastic about your subject even when it puts us all to sleep, and in the end, for opening the doors to the infinite possibilities to the world of knowledge. Parents, family, and friends, thank you for raising us to become the fine adults we are about to be, for consoling us after our failures and celebrating our successes, for teaching us what you think is important in life, even when we think you're wrong. Thank you all for not giving up on us through all these years, even when we may have doubted ourselves. Now, class of 2006, congratulations on making it this far. This day marks the end of our childhood, our lives as young adults, and catapults us into the world of grown-ups. We will have to begin again at the bottom of the totem pole, whether we are freshmen in college, starting a job, or joining the military. Except now, we will have even more responsibilities. Some of us may have to get a job for the first time, or learn how to do laundry, how to cook, and how to manage time as well as money. We will be doing things we never thought we could, so I have a challenge for each and every one of you. I challenge you to strive to do your best in your future endeavors and to give back to those who have sacrificed so much for you. Make your parents, teachers, and friends even prouder of who you are today because of what you will do in the future. To conclude my speech, I would like to present a quote found among the ancient and wise sayings of a bathroom stall wall in our own Junction City High School. Class of 2006, the best class ever. Thank you and good luck.
Adrian Fletcher, would you please join me on stage? Adrian is the son of Jean and Lamille Hull, and Adrian's been in the Geary County School District since 2nd grade. He shares many of the same qualities as Ron Prince, such as being a graduate of Westwood. However, Adrian has chosen to attend the University of Nebraska at Lincoln, but we forgive him. I'm told that Adrian thinks mathematically and can't resist including mathematics and statistics in everything he does. Adrian commented that his goal in high school was to become a well-rounded individual. Adrian, too, has received numerous awards such as Governor's Scholar, Boy State, and Senior Class Vice President, and scholarships such as the National Foundation for Business Scholarship, and $15,000 per year from the University of Nebraska. He plans to major in computer engineering and hopes to be a walk-on football player for the University of Nebraska. And just a personal note about both of these young men, when I spoke to them, they were the most polite young men I've ever met, and I congratulate both of them. I present Adrian his scholarship and medal.
Good evening. I would like to begin by giving a special thanks to the person that helped me the most in accomplishing my success, my mother. Thanks, Ma. I believe that most stories of success start within the family. The family cannot be forgotten. Through our families, we are able to build trust, work ethic, respect, and many other traits to success. I think we all have discovered this in our journey so far. I'm devoting my speech solely to encourage and to implore you to step up to the plate and swing for success. According to most statistics, about 65 to 70% of high school students graduate, and only around 50% graduate from college. We, the Junction City High School graduating class of 2006, must beat these statistics, not only by continuing our education and graduating from college, but by graduating at the top of our college classes. But for now, as graduates of high school, We have already made a leap past many students who have failed before us. We should be proud of that, but not content. We should never be content, not with our work, not with ourselves, and definitely not with the world around us. The world is the ultimate site for innovation and improvement. We are no longer limited to just the land we live on. Many of us will work for a cause that goes beyond the earth, beyond what the eye can see, and beyond thoughts in nearly every aspect of life that we could have ever imagined. Mankind is pushing limits that none before us thought possible, but we still need a cure for AIDS. We still need to stop global warming. We still need to end world hunger, and there is a plethora of other problems that exist, and we are responsible to pursue their solutions. It is our turn now. We must go out into the world and find our place. We must push the limits that are presented to us even further. But first, we must expand our understanding, our education, our knowledge. For knowledge is key in reaching one's full potential in our quest for success. In this quest, we must not allow ourselves to quit or even hesitate in our surge to the top or to drop to being part of mediocrity. We are the cream of the crop, and it should be each and every one of our goals to be the best at what we do. It is our responsibility to be at the top of every grading and ranking scale there is. Think about it. How interesting would it be if years from now we find these same classmates sitting around us now to be leaders of our businesses, industries, sports, agencies, hospitals, or even the entire country? But we will never know if we don't strive to reach our full potential. I want to wish all of you luck in your future endeavors and ask only two things of you. One, that you fight to get to the top and give everything you got. And two, that of all things, you remain true to yourselves and never forget where you came from. As K-State head football coach and Junction City High School alum, Coach Ron Prince has said many times, being from Junction City already gives you a competitive advantage in the real world. Our time is here, class of '06. We've talked the talk most of our high school years. Now it's time to walk the walk. Let's get the job done.
Trimmed and burning, keep your lamps. Trimmed and burning, keep your lamps. Trimmed and burning, the time is drawing nigh. Keep your lamps. Trimmed and burning, keep your lamps. Trimmed and burning, keep your lamps. Trimmed and burning, the time is drawing nigh.
It is the custom of Junction City High School to have the senior class president address his class at graduation. Would President Tim Testa please step forward? Tim is the son of Randy and Jody Testa. He has been an outstanding four-year leader and a scholar at Junction City High School, as evidenced by a grade point average of over 3.5 and a rank in the top 25% of his class. During the 4 years that Tim has been at Junction City High School, he's participated in cross-country, track, J Club, and obviously student leadership. In fact, this past weekend, Tim is a double medal winner in the 800-meter and 1,600-meter dash. Hopefully, well, it's a dash for him. Hopefully, he'll win both of those events at state this coming weekend. Next year, Tim will attend Pittsburgh State University as a recipient of the Bob Schmakel Scholarship, Aramark Scholarship, Coach Robbie Grant Scholarship, Hoover Koken Scholarship, and a track and cross-country scholarship at Pittsburgh State. It is my pleasure to introduce the class president, Tim Testa.
Welcome, everybody. I want all of you in the chairs right here to close your eyes and think about a person who you consider the star of your life. Think about that person who's always there for you, the person who makes you laugh, and the person you can also be serious with. Maybe your star is someone you look up to, or just someone that you love to be around. It could be a parent, friend, teacher, or even a professional athlete. Regardless of who this person is in your life, we all have someone we consider a star, and I would like to tell you about the star of my life. It just so happens that the star of my life is in attendance today at our graduation. Although my parents are great people, the particular person I'm talking about is not them. It is not a teacher or even a coach. The star of my life is wearing a funny-looking blue hat right now. So while I'm describing this amazing person, think about who you think it is, and soon you will know who I feel is the star of my life. You might be surprised. While I was thinking of this speech, I had to think of things that this person and I have done throughout our high school careers together. One of the things that I immediately thought of was the first day of school. I was like most others, scared to be in the new school with many new people, especially those intimidating upperclassmen. I was also worried about the so-called freshman Fridays that take place at the high school. I stood by this person for protection. Throughout my freshman year, I could count on this person to be there for me, whether it was for protection from a senior or if it was just saying hi to one another as we passed in the hallway. As I continued to think about the star of my life, I remembered many athletic activities that we participated in during high school. This person was on every single team that I was, which was not a big coincidence because the person and I were so close. We seemed to be the best teammates that there could be. We never argued or complained about one another. Because of this close bond, we experienced many successes while in high school. The star of my life was on my undefeated sophomore basketball team, my regional champion track team, and even the third best cross-country team in the state this year. All of these accomplishments would not have been possible if the star of my life and I were not able to get along and work together each and every day. Just like everyone else, my high school career has not been perfect or without times of trouble. During those times, I had someone to talk to. I was able to turn to my star for help whenever I needed it. I was able to turn to this person when I was struggling in math class, or if I was close to not meeting a deadline for the school newspaper. I was also able to ask this person for help with more serious problems. When our classmate, Luke Wolf, passed away last year, my star was there to help me with the troubles. We all had to deal with the loss of our beloved classmate, and while I was fortunate enough to be able to look to this person for help and guidance, no matter what the situation, big or small, I was able to talk to this person about everything. I am truly grateful for the star of my life and their ability to help me with my difficulties. By now, I'm sure that many of you have made up your mind about who you think the star of my life is. Some people probably think that it's Chrissy or my best friend, Matt Witt. So before you all keep thinking about who it possibly could be, I want you to check underneath your chairs on the bottom side, and the truth will be known about who the star of my life is. Everyone Everyone in these seats are stars in my life. We have been a close class through these past 4 years, and some of us will continue to grow through more later on in our real lives, in the real world that everyone keeps telling us about. So I would like to take this time to thank all of you for being the stars of my life and blessing me with your presence for the last 4 years. I want to wish you all good luck in whatever you choose to do after today, and once again, thank you for all you've done for me. Thank you.
Let me say thank you, first of all, for such an excellent grand occasion. Mr. Springston, to the staff of the high school here in Junction City, I'd like to be the first one to congratulate each and every one of you. Let me break just for a second, though. I know today is about the graduates who are sitting here in their beautiful blue and white robes. I want to do one thing, and graduates, I'd ask for you, as this happens, just turn around. If you are in the stands or on the stage or on the sidelines, and you have had some input on a graduate's life, academically or personally, I would ask that you please stand. You see, to become and to reach this point in your life, it takes an awful lot of people to help guide you to become the person whom you are. We want to thank the parents, your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles, your brothers, your sisters, your relatives, your friends, your teachers, and everyone else who has had a brief or a lot of input in your life. I have one responsibility and one responsibility only today. That is to declare in just a very few minutes that each one of the students you see sitting here have fulfilled all of their requirements for graduation from Junction City High School. There's an awful lot of things planned for you today, tonight, and you will enjoy yourself. At this particular point in time, Mr. Rozier, who is our president of the Board of Education, I would like to say that by all of the authority granted me from the state of Kansas, the Kansas State Department of Education, that these seniors today have met the requirement for graduation, and I proudly present the entire class to the Board of Education. Mr. Rozier.
I'm not going to say a lot because it's hot out here and it's especially warm up on this stage. I'd like to reflect on some thoughts about life. This morning at church, we had a little program where on the screen, the big screen on our church, we showed the baby pictures or pictures of our students that attended our church that were, like 5 years old or younger, and then a picture of them now. It made me think about 18 years of service on the school board. Some of these young people were born at the same year I started, and I'll tell you something, they've raised the bar each year. Each class has achieved things that the other class did not achieve. I think of the special spiritual quality of this class, and I'm very impressed. And I think about how they have this desire to do great things. That is with all youth, but this class especially, I feel, since I know so many of them personally, it really impresses me. I thank Mr. Springston for his hard work and the teachers that work in the building that's to the south of the stadium here. You know, it's not an easy task, and they've committed their lives to passing on knowledge, and these students have accepted that challenge and done great things. I thank you all for being here today. It's hard to get away from home sometimes. Many of you have come from a long ways away, and you've come to spend the weekend, and we've had a beautiful weekend of weather, and it's nice to be outside and enjoy this, even though it's a little warm. But, you know, it's nice to be together with family and friends. And I just want to thank each and every one of you personally for coming today. It says a lot to these young people when you come and share their success, because this is a lifetime achievement as of today. And from today on, it will be a new, different world for each and every one of them. I just want you to remember something that I got from a movie a long time ago. The movie is called The Edge, and it's about an old man and a young man who are stuck in the wilderness and a grizzly bear, and the bear wants to eat them. It's kind of like, you know, getting out of high school. The world wants to eat you, and don't let that happen. The old man has a saying that he tells the young fella who's all shook up about the future. He says, what one man can do, another man can do. I have this feeling that you can do life, and you can do it quite well. By the way, the old man survived. The young man didn't. So, you know, I believe you can do it. And with that, I'd just like to say congratulations. You've impressed me with your decorum and your energy, and you're striving to win the state championship, I believe, soon. And in track, I think you're going to do that. I have a great feeling about that. This is a great class, and let's get on with the program. Thank you.
Rebecca Ann Schmidt.
Adrian Andrew Fletcher.
Angel Romero Jr.
Eliza Rivera Jr.
Najee Antonio Lewis.
Christopher Peter Bertucci.
Courtney Julia Shanklin.
Timothy Michael Waterman.
Emily Annette Panair.
Timothy Merrill Testa.
Adam Conrad Bia.
Christine Renee Sabera.
Carrie Alice Rozier.
Melissa Christine Wood.
Francisco Abe Peralta.
Ryan James Butler.
Christopher Michael Robinette.
Christopher Brian Corbett.
Matthew Raugust.
Marcus Antoine Dickinson.
Eden Louise Lear.
Ramon Dominique Rowe.
Jacob Dale Cully.
Jillian Francisca Newman.
Jennifer Ellie Rodriguez Diaz.
Justin Daniel Hodge.
Amanda Jane Green.
Benjamin Jason Sonova.
Dwayne Antonio Wright Jr.
Blanca Esther Vargas.
Demarcus Traynard Thomas.
Loretta Ann McElligot.
Brittany Deshawn Blackwell.
Tresca Nicole Norris.
Ferosa Salisa Valawaga.
Christina Michelle McDowell.
Emmanuel Coriano.
Alexandra Ortega.
Sasha Marie Alejandro.
Adam John Bellender.
Shamika Brown. Casey Jimenez.
Whitney Dawn Iserman.
Brian Jeffrey Foxworth.
Benjamin Douglas Salee.
Evans Ronald Bright.
Derek James Watson.
Christine Gail Hardwick.
Kimberly Scaler.
Joseph Clements Jr.
Maurice Anthony Dokes.
Demarcus Deshane Scott. Jordan Thompson.
Yvonne Ramirez.
Jeannie Bronson.
Cameron Jamel Lee.
Andrew Joseph Northrup.
Erica Latoya Sumili.
Demetrius Antoine Britton.
Jahida Mercedes Perez.
Andrew James Minnick.
Williams.
Crystal Denise Marcano.
Bradley Allen Schmidt.
Christina Sadovnikova.
Kelly Elizabeth Heesh.
Dolores May County.
Bradley Michael Schmidt.
Jamira Simone Rawls.
Brianna Marie Clark.
Lemoyne Davis.
Charity Witz.
Joseph Deshaun Almer.
Erica Christine Geiger.
Daniel James Thomas.
Erin Michelle Smith.
Ein Tuan Nguyen.
John Raymond Lytle.
Oh, Corey West.
Erica Lynette Timms.
William Craig.
Durana Lene Wadley.
Courtney Ray Young.
Andrew Joseph Jr.
Nathaniel James Eldridge.
Anthony Brown.
Ashley Brockish.
Jason Michael Polly.
Andre Ryan Proctor.
James William Herrick.
Lauren Thomas Edgar.
Michael Logan Marino.
Mitchell Anthony Dill.
Mark Anthony Vasquez.
Justin Barnes Peck.
Robert Joseph Flores.
Roger Wayne Uraska.
Christina Marie Arnold.
Scott Harold Bridenstine.
Jeanette Fortuno Osgood.
Ian Michael Solosky.
Dominique Brandt.
Brittany Janae Delaney.
Stephanie Smith.
Sherelle Dominique Coleman.
Tracy Leanne McCord.
Michelle Lee Carline.
Heidi Marie Claverwiden.
Marjorie Santos Langus. Whitney Shea Faust.
Stephanie Deanne Cummins.
Rachel Ellen Simsack.
Jennifer Combs Gerloff.
Janessa K. Hendrickson.
Thank you. Christine Citterell.
Erin Nicole Thornburg.
Katrina Nicole French.
Jerry Santiago.
Adrian Iris Doyle.
John Allen Wagner III.
Caitlin Diane Ross.
Brady John Roberts.
Deborah Ann Charnett Ocean.
Matthew Charles Witt.
Shakia Monique Clark.
Adela Sue Ellen Gore.
Amy Lynn Fisher.
Cynthia Ann Tatum.
Allison Lee Fisher.
Myra Baldwin.
Luis Fernando Vega IV.
Brittany Sierra Williamson.
Rosanna Sue Richardson.
Jessica Amelia Brocksmith.
Jason Michael Quelch.
Tanya Lynn Brocker.
Travis Michael Burgess.
Paul Jones.
Corey Banzelite.
Keith Brunel Lane.
Calvin Anthony Lee.
Samantha Andrea Cockrell.
Mandy Leah Tremont.
Amber Lynn Watson.
Courtney Lee Leal.
Dayla Rochelle Gibson.
Francesca Marie Segura.
Stephanie K. Clark.
Martha Cecile Montanez.
Lewis Allen Hudgens.
Leah Lorraine Linnett.
Brian Thomas Litney.
Jessica Marie Rosen.
Tina Marie Cook.
Joanne Vera Gilday.
Elizabeth Ann Caraballo.
Kaylee Elizabeth Harris.
Tanner Joseph Riegelman.
Randy Raylene Fogg.
Matthew James Krakowski.
Chantrell Latrice Dixon.
Christopher Ryan Hart.
Crystal Star Searles.
Deviatia Patel.
Ashley Nicole Whittlesey.
Vanessa Acosta Carrillo.
Raymond Durrell Spriggs.
Donnell DeMarcus Hammond.
Cameron Tyler Conway.
Timothy Christian Mack.
Nicole Robinson.
Stephen Allen Sinisak.
Amanda Green.
Charles Allen Ratliff.
Swain Esmond Carr.
Alicia Renee Pease.
Paul Wayne Gerard.
Maria Teresa Figueroa Martinez.
Anne Marie Brockmeyer.
Jessica Corinne Jackson.
Cassandra Lynn Boston.
Alexander Joseph Saldano.
Jessica Michelle Lewis.
Miguel Jesus Hernandez.
Melissa Renee Bowler.
Elizabeth Ann Portillo.
Rachel Ann Gabrielle.
Tyler Poplinski. Congratulations. Thank you.
Ariel M. Lockwood.
Jared Wayne Landreth.
Wade Hoffman Irvin.
Jared William Boyer.
Zachary T. Angeli.
Mallory Wetclow.
Roslyn E. Dixon.
Corey Brandon Ziegler.
Thomas Williams.
John Michael Malabanan.
Carissa Nicole Speranza.
Kande Zielo.
Casey Rochelle Hoffman.
Dennis Moaning II. Congratulations.
Brandy Michelle Johns.
Danny Mae Asher.
Michelle Lynn Kinsey.
Russell Sanchez Raznick.
Daniel John Becker.
Adisha Coleman.
Derek Scott Dishman.
Shandy Ray Bono.
Christina Marie Upright.
Natasha Rochelle Lynn.
Mackenzie Ann Willie.
Hector Manuel Guillen.
Christy Leah Ruiz.
Dominique Franklin.
Ryan James Mazer.
Michael William Edmondson.
Christopher M. Bishon.
Megan Marie Nielsen.
DeAndre Lewis.
Amanda Marie Manco.
Dorothy Delois Garland.
Sanford Jr.
Shelton D. Stapleton.
Dustin Ray Prather.
Danielle Juanita Martinez.
Danielle Black Eddington.
Seniors, it's now time. Please rise. Seniors, please rise. You don't want to graduate? There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to present to you the graduating class of 2006. You may now turn your tassels.